Hello everyone and welcome back to Financial Management, course ID FIN 5113. Today we'll be talking about the various websites that you can use to perform the ratio analysis. So come on, join me as we walk through the ratio analysis websites. There are a variety of websites you can use for the ratio analysis. In this video we will study 4 of them. Those include Morningstar.com, Finviz.com, Yahoo Finance, and Stock2Own.com. Morningstar.com is a great resource for gathering the ratio analysis data. Its strengths include 10 years worth of ratio data and more data than you will ever need for your ratio analysis. Weaknesses include sometimes difficult to find the data and may need to do conversions on some of the ratios. You can start by navigating to a web browser and typing in www.morningstar.com. This will take you to the Morningstar website. You can then go to the particular stock that you want to look up by typing in the ticker symbol. For this example, use Walmart, WMT. If you do not know the ticker symbol, that's perfectly okay. You can go over here to the search section and type in the name of the company that you want to search and then hit enter, and it will pull back the information for the company that you're trying to find. So in this case it's Walmart, so WMT, there's our ticker symbol. Ticker symbol is just a shorthand name that stockbrokers use for them to identify different stocks. Once you have pulled up the website, you will then be presented with the summary page. Some of the ratios will actually be on this first page. You can see here we have the price to book, the forward price to earnings, as well as the price to cash flow. To view the various key ratios that are not on this main splash screen, we can navigate to the key ratios section just below the star ratings. Click on that page and scroll down to the bottom to the key ratios section. You can navigate by clicking on each one of the various tabs to see the different types of key ratios. This concludes the Morningstar section. Finviz is a great tool for use as a ratio analysis. It also has a lot of heat maps, like the one shown here. You can click on the different heat map and it does by technology, sector, basic materials, and so you can see how the market's doing as a whole. So for instance, most of the technology sectors here are green, so you don't know that technology did great for the day. The other nice thing is it groups the sizes of the squares by the size of the company. So Google, being a larger company, has a larger size. Now this is not the exact size of the company because it's based off of market cap. But the nice thing about these is you can drill down. Like, let's say you want to look at Google, you can click on Google on this bubble heat map and it'll take you straight to the chart for Google. So that's the part that I really like. And for the ratio analysis piece, you can see here these are the different ratios to use. Now this is not a good tool for doing the 3-year snap because Finviz only does 1 year, so you have to keep that in mind when you're doing your ratio analysis. But it's great for grabbing things like the short ratio for your comparison company that you only have to do 1 year. Again, Finviz.com, it's a great little tool, and there's a lot of different things on here that are worth taking a look at. They've got bubble charts, the heat maps are great, just a lot of neat tools on this site that you can take a look at. Yahoo Finance is an excellent tool for doing ratio analysis as well. There are some limitations. It has 3 years worth of data, so it won't be perfect for all of your cases that you need. And the limitations are that it has the minimum amount of ratios and some of the data is raw, so you'll have to parse that data out. But the good part is it's free. So let's go ahead and take a look at, go to yahoo.com and then click on the Finance tab here on the left hand side. This will take us to the Yahoo Finance page, and we're going to continue on with Walmart as we have with the other examples. If my computer will cooperate. And in this case, you can see there's Walmart. Most of the Walmarts have hyphens in them, so you just have to keep that in mind as you're doing some of your ratio analysis. If your company has hyphens in it, you have to keep that in mind. But WMT is the ticker for Walmart. Click on that. And here you can see the basic price of today. It's up 86 cents, so 1.42% today. And you'll have some of your basic ratio analysis here. Again, some of these will not match exactly with other websites. For instance, the price to earnings, depending upon how the site calculates that price to earnings. Some do it on a 5-quarter basis, some do it on 4-quarter basis. Some take out one-time items. There's all different types of ways to do it, so don't get too hung up on that. I won't mark off scores if the amounts don't match. I'm not going to be checking that. Got your earnings per share, your dividend yield, and so on. If you want to look at more of the analysis, you'll have to go to the income statement. Here we'll give you all of the different income statement items. Again, a lot of these are raw data, so you'd have to do the calculations to get the ratios out of these. Let's take a look at the balance sheet. Here's the balance sheet items. This will give you the long-term debt totals, other liability totals, and so on. So really, Yahoo is just a way to do check references on some of your other calculations that you've gotten from other websites. I wouldn't use it as a primary for doing ratio analysis. Stock2Own.com is probably my favorite site for doing ratio analysis. The great part about it is it has 10 years worth of data, so there's tons of review, and also most of the ratio data is already in the form that you needed to do your ratio analysis. So continuing on with the Walmart theme, we will take a look at that one. Actually, this one we need to know the ticker symbol, so in this case WMT. You can look it up on Stock2Own.com, but it takes a little bit longer, so probably advise you to look up, if you don't know the ticker symbol of the stock you're looking for, look it up on a Yahoo or maybe a Google and so on, and then use that ticker symbol here at the Stock2Own.com. Once you click the Go button, you'll be presented with the main splash screen. It'll give you a description of the company that you're researching, and then off to the side here you'll have the annual statements and the quarterly statements. For your ratio analysis, you'll want to focus on the annual statements, but the quarterly statements are great to see how has the company been performing quarter over quarter. If they've been doing well, you can see that trajectory as it's going along, but if not, you'll see that in the totals in the annual statements. So let's go ahead and click on the annual statements, and here you can see that Walmart, we have 10 years worth of data, and almost all the ratios that you'll need for the ratio analysis are here on Stock2Own.com. Here's the average PE, here's the equity, here's the return on investment capital, and leverage, debt is in these numbers, the cash on hand, all the things that you'll need, long-term debt, there's the debt right there. But this is a great website because it shows you how has the company been performing. So if you're having difficulty deciding whether the ratio is good or bad, you can look at this site. It'll show you if it's down 6%, the cash is down, well then that's probably not a great thing. But again, has tons of data here for your ratio analysis, and you can, once you're finished with that particular stock, you can always go up here and click on the SA button to look for the next stock. So let's say we want to look at Apple. Type in the Apple ticker symbol, click on Go, and you'll be presented with a whole new outlay with the new description and everything. It has a couple of different ratios here to the side, the earnings per share, the current PE, and so on. And there's a lot of these different historical grades and growth ratios. This website was written to mimic the rules for a book called Rule 1 Investing, Rule 1 meaning don't lose money, written by Phil Town. So that's the gist of the site, but it has lots of ratio analysis tools on it. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.